Well, hello there, my fellow Land Rover repairers. I'm just giving an update on where I'm at with the in-tank low-pressure fuel pump for a Land Rover Discovery 3. Now, I've made a previous video saying I think that it's failed, so I kind of got really miffed off with the pump that I put in. If it has failed, I don't know. I've still got to drop the tank. At the moment, I am 6 weeks post-transplant, so I still have, a wound that's healing, and I just can't do anything heavy. So I really would like to do this project, and of course now it's the end of September. We are facing the winter coming, so as I live in the United Kingdom, it makes obviously it makes things a little bit harder because the weather is going to change, and potential days for large repairs are dwindling. I don't have a big enough garage to get my car into, which is another issue, and that just gives me a bit of a headache. So on a previous video, as I said, I have extracted the original pump, and it is a Walbro GSS340. Now, you can't buy this original pump anymore, so what was supplied to me was something like a Moto Morelli, which kind of ticked all the boxes. I have looked at Peugeot stuff as well. There's loads of people saying, oh, you haven't got this, you haven't got that. Buy one for Peugeot. A lot of the stuff on the well-known auction website is very old, looks like it's come out of really old cars, and so it's kind of obsolete, and I just don't want to replace something old with something old, if that makes sense, especially when it's the fuel system, because the whole point of this was to make the fuel system reliable, which it has kind of done for a year, and then it's failed again, which I don't want every year to have to replace the in-tank low-pressure fuel pump. As you can imagine, it's a pain in the what. So I went onto the well-known auction website. I did my research, looked up Walbro, and Walbro have been have now become TI Automotive. So, and Walbro here. So the pumps are still made, and you've got all these sort of good pumps that they make, but it's really hard doing the research to find what you want. So in theory, this is the 255 litres per hour at 3 bars. So that's what I was looking for, that spec, and it's got this big hole on it. So that was another thing about it. A lot of the pumps don't have the intake, so you can't switch the filter over from the other pump. Now I'm hoping that what I've got here is what I wanted. The other problem with these pumps, which I will show you in a minute, is that they have changed the connector. So let's have a look. So this is what I've ordered off of the well-known auction website. So this is not for a Land Rover, because they didn't sell any kits for Land Rovers. They just sold them for other vehicles. So it's got a sleeve in it and some kind of rubber thing, which would mean that the pump that it's replacing from another vehicle is going to be of a different size. So, and then it's got a filter which is more like the one that's in the Land Rover Discovery 3. So let's put that there. It came with a couple of hose clippy things, which are of no use to me really, but they can go in my random spares bit. And then, as we see, the pump, which looks broadly similar. So I'm hoping that it is similar enough. So this is, if I can get it out of the packet. So this is a Walbro, or TI. It's got TI Automotive written on it, if I can get it around the right way. GSS340, and it's G3, so I assume that's generation 3, made in the USA. So it is an actual, equivalent of the Walbro pump. It looks the same. Obviously, it's on a different generation. This bit looks mildly different. It's got less serrations on it, and I don't know whether it's thinner or whatever, but that can be easily made up for with cable tie. And the difference here is it's got this different connector. So the one on here is different from the one on here. Now, if you just buy the pump bare, you do not get this bit, which is the actual power connector, which obviously is a clippy thing, and you want it to clip in and lock. Now, I suppose you could, if you were put spay terminals on there. I wouldn't trust myself. So, and then this obviously is just positive and minus, so you can just solder it into the loom of the pump. So if we have a look comparing them, They do look pretty much similar. They're the same height, same kind of thing this way. And if I take the little cap off, they do look very similar at this end. This has got a little mesh filter in it, which is obviously not a bad thing. So I may well have switched that over onto the other pump. I just can't remember because it was a while ago. But I think on sort of initial examination, they do look pretty much similar. I can't see there being a problem putting this pump in. It's the same height, so it's going to fit into the fuel pump cage that you take out. So that's where I'm at. So I've got my Walbro pump, and again, I'm just going to reiterate, this is on looking up technical information, the 255 litres per hour at 3 bars. So you can convert that to PSI because they show it in PSI, because you look at it and you go, oh, that's completely different. And although it's not branded Walbro, it is branded TI Automotive. And as I said, don't buy one that's bare. If you want to buy this bit on its own, it's like £15. So that's a complete rip-off. So to buy it with that is the same, to buy this kit, even though it's for a different car, it's the same price as to buy the pump bare. So it's a no-brainer. You might as well get the electrical connector and then just discard what you don't want of the other stuff. There you go. So that's what I wanted to feedback on. So that is going to have to happen at some point, but at this point in time, I'm just not quite strong enough to do it. And I apologise because I would love to do it and film it, because I really want to make a second video which is better than the first one. And I know my videoing skills haven't been particularly brilliant at this point in time, and I'm going to try a bit harder. I know I've said that before, but it's just hard sometimes when you're focused on what you're doing. You don't realise that you're kind of filming your hand or whatever and not the thing that you want to show. It's very difficult if you've just got one camera. You've got I'm using my phone. I don't have enough money to buy sort of GoPros and all that kind of stuff. So if you'd like to support me to get more cameras, I'd love it, because that would make my life a lot easier if I could have a GoPro. I'd probably be able to get into smaller gaps and show you more detail. But at this point in time, I'm going to stick with my mobile phone, which does film really good quality. Just it's not necessarily the smallest thing in the world to get into a hole. Okay, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. Trying to just improve my channel a bit, and hopefully if you've got any suggestions, let me know. Got any comments or questions, please let me know. And I obviously want to make content for my viewers, not just to satisfy myself, but the jobs that I've got ongoing on the car currently are the ones that are going to get filmed first. So like I said, thank you for watching.